Hello everyone, this is a Pi radio, and if you can hear this bipping in the background, this radio's got medium wave, trawler band, and about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shortwave bands on. The capacitor inside is marked 1950, it wasn't shorted, wasn't getting warm. I did put a couple of extra across it just to give it a bit more. I changed 2 waxers that had voltages on. There were several others that had no voltage. I call them electrostatic. They don't have any voltage. 2 on the tone control, 1 was on the ground socket, 0 volts. So I thought they're probably going to be fine. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to play a piece of music through it. I've got a CD player behind. So I'm going to give you a little burst from this Pi Noctine Cinquenta. It was made. Now I'll just turn it down. Now volume controllers are sealed, but it's a bit roughly, but seems to be alright. Yeah, this radio, I bought it in a junk shop for 30 quid. There's a couple of little paint bit missing on the dial where the metal piece goes up against. I can do that. The dial cord's a bit thin in one place. But to be honest with you, there's very little stations now on the medium wave I want to listen to. And the shortwave's just Italians, French, Germans, and I don't speak any of that, so and there's no music, it's just people talking, so most things are now gone onto digital, and even the FM is now being shut down in some countries. So the only thing you're going to be able to do with these is to do what I do, put a Sony Walkman behind, or put a Bluetooth unit into it, which I will do with that one. I've also got a Pi Fenman 2. I'm trying to get another Pi Fenman from somewhere because that one, the insides is gone. But I'm tempted to build it into an amplifier, valve amp. Basically, I removed all the bits off the chassis, so I would cut all the bits out, the top plate right out, put in a new aluminium sheet, and then what I would do then is drill my own holes in it and mount 4 valves into it. Big valves, I wouldn't want to use those little tiny shitty valves. 2 6v6s, a GZ34, and a reasonably good triode or something to give me a bit of, because it will be mono. I could do it stereo, but you try and get those double pots, for a stereo valve amp. They're not easy to get, and then you find the shafts are too short. So anyway, as I say, I bought this radio from a junk shop. It's been a few weeks. There's a few marks on the case, most of them polished out. There's a bit of damage to the corner, dents in it. There's nothing I can do. I tried to do that, and it's not really that visible. It's a very dark one-bedroom house. Even with all the lights on, it's very dim in here. So that is a little bit about the Pi. I forgot what the model number is, but I don't think it was sold. This is an English model. It was sold in England. It's got medium wave, trawler band, and the rest is shortwave. There's no long wave, whereas the British one had a long wave on it. And not one station on here was in English. It's got a lot of stations from Europe and Africa on it. So I would imagine this may be, it might have even been sold it in Spain or, well, it doesn't look it. Personally, I'm not sure where it was supplied to, but normally most British sets had long wave on. So now we're going to go upstairs and introduce you to the other radio. The valve lineup in here is ECH35, EF39, EBC33, EL33 and AZ31. It helps to have a photographic memory, doesn't it, for valves, but I certainly do. And I've been working on these sets since I was about 19. I'm 56. I love vintage radios, and because there's nothing on the frequencies now doesn't mean you can't use them. Do it all up, get it all working. You will pick up some stations on the medium, most of them foreign, and you can just put a CD player, a digital radio, an FM behind it. You can even mount a Bluetooth thing to it. Anyway, I say goodbye, and I'll go up and show you the other one that I've got. Goodbye.